98% of men are invisible to women. It's a very sad reality, but it is a reality that men have to live with. I watched the video. It was on it was a Joe Rogan video on the Motivation Throne channel, and it really illustrated what men are going through. And in another video, Joe actually says this. He says that men live quiet lives of desperation and they just want to walk away or run away. And women don't understand the notion of when men get fed up and men just walk away or in many cases run away. Because I've said this countless times, a country without its men is not a country. A country without its men is a wasteland. By the way, if you guys enjoy these videos, make sure to hit the like button. And if you're new to the Angry Guy channel, make sure you subscribe down below. And of course, members for the channel do get new videos early. If you'd like to learn more about that, click the join button below this video. So, I mean, it's a sad reality that men go through each and every single day, but it's a reality that every man has to experience. If you're a man that doesn't have a lot of money and status, you have nothing. The broke Chads and Tyrones and Ray Rays, Pookies, Enriques, and Little Ponchos, especially Little Poncho, because they love Little Poncho, they're the one who get the lion's share of women. And then the Plan B guys get the leftovers, and then the brokies, guys who aren't making above six figures, they basically get nothing at all, or they get the very bottom of the barrel. Let's go ahead and jump into the video, and I'm going to link the Motivation Throne channel below so you can go and check them out, subscribe to their channel, and give them support for the work that they do.
The heterosexual males, like, you don't even have a chance.
Right.
It's like if you're a guy already, everyone wants to talk about the benefits of being a guy, and there are benefits to being a guy, but one of the negative effects of being a guy that people don't talk about is guys that are unattractive and don't have any money. They are unheard and unseen. Unattractive guys with no money, they're in a very strange position in our society. Like Andrew Tate, as much as people hate him, talked about that. It's like it's a very small percentage of guys that have all the money and all the women and all the the fucking Ferraris and all that shit. He's like, to say that that's men, that's representative of men, is insane, because it is such a small percentage. Now, are they, if it's a guy like that, he's got like diamond encrusted watches and he's fucking flashing and he's blinging and he's taking pictures with all these girls, it's obnoxious. Everybody else gets upset about it, but one of the reasons why they get upset about it is because they know how inaccessible that is. And for most people, it's completely impossible.
And women don't like to hear that, but it's like and in a lot of situations, the ceiling is capped for women.
Right.
But the floor is also capped. It's like, I ain't never seen a homeless bad bitch. Not one time.
Yeah, but if they're not a bad bitch. See, like, if you're a guy, like, even if you're a hot guy, you could still be poor and broke and no one's marrying you.
Oh, yeah. You remember that? Remember the one guy that Miley Cyrus, rescued? Like, he was homeless and she, took him on a date to the award show or some shit? It's like, yeah, he was on the street. But you've never seen a girl that could be a model on the street.
Now, here's the interesting thing about all of that. This is an interesting point. Chad and Tyrone, women don't marry broke boys, all right? They don't marry broke Chads. They don't marry broke Tyrones. But long after they're married, they're still having relationships with broke Chads and broke Tyrones. Because the truth of the matter is that women love broke boys. They love broke, good-looking gangsters, okay? So men who are good-looking and men who are gangsters, and of course, guys like Little Poncho, who could, Little Poncho is a unique little character, with his tequila and his Corona and carne asada, he said his fat little belly. He's a special little character. He's a special little character, and they love him. They love him. They love him. They love him. They love him so much. Women love these men, but these men are not marriageable men. That's something that Joe doesn't say, because women prefer these men. I had a comment not too long ago where a woman basically said, and it was a response to what I just said to you guys about women loving these broke boys. She said that broke D is the best D. Okay? And I just kind of want you guys to think about that very, very carefully. Because that's really how women think. You know, you don't own a woman. You cannot control a woman. A woman can do whatever she wants to do. She has the autonomy to do whatever she wants to do. Now, that doesn't mean that she will take responsibility for the things that she does or accountability for any of it. But she has the freedom to do the things that she wants to do. And the saying is very, very true. She was never yours. It was just your turn. And that's how most women operate. They just go from one Tyrone and one Chad and Pookie, Ray, Enrique, Miguel, Little Pancho. They love Little Pancho. They just love Little Pancho. They go from one to another. And, you know, when they want a guy that they're going to build their lives off, they go and get themselves a plan B guy. Of course, every woman's first choice is a plan A guy. A guy that's very rich, a guy that's like Andrew or Tristan, you know, extremely wealthy, or just ridiculously wealthy and ridiculously famous and ridiculously tall, and has all of these, like, everything is lined up, like LeBron James, you know. But there's not a lot of these guys out there. There's not enough of these men out there for them. So instead, the average modern woman says, okay, well, I'll settle for a millionaire because a millionaire is not a lot of money. $1 million is not a lot of money. And a lot of that it's because of social media. It's because of social media. And I've given you the breakdown of how it works, you know. You have plan D guys. D is for desperation. So basically these are the guys that a woman will get with. That's her last option. This guy might make like $30,000 or $40,000 a year. And, you know, he basically doesn't have a lot of money. He can't really do a lot for her, but he can give her a roof over her head. She's not even interested in this guy. She might not even be physically intimate with this guy. So he may be in with her and she's living in his place, eating his food. He's paying her phone bill, you know, letting her get her nails done, little things like that. And she's basically just using him so that she doesn't have to be homeless. And so from him, she's basically now going to transition, hopefully, from the plan D guy to a plan C guy or a plan B guy. And I've said this before, people don't understand plan B and plan C. The guys who make $75,000 to $100,000 a year, those guys are the plan C guys. Okay, guys making $50,000 a year, $60,000 a year, those are come up guys. Those are D guys, plan D guys. Those are desperate guys, okay, because they can't do much for her. Guys making $75,000 to $100,000 a year, those are come up guys. Those are the guys that they'll use to get back on their feet after they've been in a really bad place. So they'll use those guys to rebuild, to heal, to come back from nothing, you know, and get back on their feet, maybe get a car, these things, right? And then from there, they'll hopefully transition to the plan B guy that they actually want. And those are the guys that make above six figures a year, right? So those are the guys that have, make a lot of money, have a lot of status, that are tall. So basically, and someone said this recently, those are the guys that are at least 6 feet tall, make 7 figures, and have 80, and I don't know if it was like 8 inches of girth or something like that. It wouldn't be 8 inches of girth, but you get what I'm saying, right? So basically, 6 figures, six. He's 6 feet tall, makes at least 7 figures, and can give her at least 8 inches. All right, that's the guy. That's the guy that she's really looking for right now, right? That's the plan B guy, and that's not the guy that she loves. All right, that's not the guy that she loves. The guy that she actually loves are the Chads and the Tyrones. Someone like LeBron James is not a plan. He is, plan S and plan B traits can overlap. Plan S and plan A traits can overlap, but you have to understand, for example, plan S is reserved literally for men who have nothing to lose. Those are your broke Chads. Those are your broke Tyrones. Those are your little Ponchos. Those are your Pookies and Ray Rays. That's specifically reserved for those men. All right, the low value men. Okay, those are the Plan A guys. Those are the Plan S guys, the men that women actually love, but they are not marriageable men. All right, if you're a man who's very handsome, so you're very handsome. Let's say you're a Chad like Brad Pitt, but you have a lot of money, a lot of influence, right? Then you're no longer a Plan S guy. You automatically get demoted to a Plan A guy. That's that's how it works in women. Women will automatically say, "Oh, you're one of those. Okay, now I'm going to put you in the beta male provider category." Because a lot of men don't understand, Plan A guys are still beta male providers. You are still a beta male provider if you are a Plan A guy. If you are LeBron James, you are a beta male provider. That's how women operate. You know, anytime you hear things like M2, you don't ever hear them going after some broke boy who doesn't have any money or anything like that. You almost never hear them going after the broke boys, broke Chad, broke Tyrone. Those are the men that they love. They're going after men who have something to lose, which is a big reason why men need to stop getting involved with women in Western society who have nothing to lose and everything to gain. It's a sad reality, but it's a reality that men live in each and every single day. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, don't forget I have another channel called Men Walking Away where I release daily videos. There's a link to it in the description of the video. You can go and check it out, subscribe to the channel, enjoy the content. What do you guys think? 98% of men are invisible to women. Men are living quiet lives of desperation. Let me know your thoughts on this, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, Men Walking Away. And cheers.